Fingerstyle Thursday, low G. Fingerstyle Thursday, high G. Hello, welcome to Fingerstyle Thursday number 57. Today we're mainly talking about the key of F, a little bit of Travis picking, and lots of pull-offs, hammer-ons and slides. What's not to love? Now, you'll notice that there's actually two renditions of today's Fingerstyle Thursday, and that's because originally I played it in a low G tuning, and then I took it to high G tuning, and I thought it sounds quite nice actually. So I don't want to exclude between low G and high G, so it doesn't matter whichever one you have. If you have both, lucky you. Play it on both, see which one you prefer. I've got a little bit of an edge on the low G, but still sounds nice in high G. Now, the big thing for the tuning is that we're in what I call drop F tuning, but you could also call it's an F major 7 chord. Nice and open. And it just requires you to tune your G string, whether that's low or high, down a tone to an F. So you have F, C, E, A, which is an F major 7. Because our ukulele is tuned to a nice open F major 7 chord, so that means when we strum it, we instantly have a nice F major 7 chord. To put a melody over the top, if I make sure that melody goes nicely with the chord, then I never have to really change the chord underneath, which is quite nice. So basically, it's sort of a drone F major 7 chord, always going on throughout. Now, in order to create a nice melody over an F major 7 chord, an F major scale would work an absolute treat. So let's talk about how to play your F major scale from the position that I'm playing it. So you have a very nice F on your first fret, second string. So if you play 1, 3, that's your first two notes, F, G. Then if we go to your first string and you play 0, 1, 3, that is A, B flat, C. And then lastly, we have 5, 7, 8, which would be D, E, and F. That is our F major scale. So if you want to get used to that positioning to start with, you can actually just, if you like, just strum where each note is. So that's the first note of my major scale. That's the second note. That's my third note. Fourth note. Fifth note. Sixth note. Seventh note. And then finally I'm at the octave, which is the 8th note, but also the same as the first, so it's an F again. So just get used to sort of playing that ascending and also going backwards. Now all I'm doing there is strumming all the strings, but basically all of your strings are tuned to an F chord at the moment, so you can just pluck as many as you like. You can just pluck the bottom string and just vamp on that major scale. Just basically try and get comfortable, try and have some fun. That's all we do here. Right, so the most important reason why to sort of figure out your scale is because then you pretty much figure out where the melody of the piece is going. So it's almost, you have like sort of an insider sense then as to where it should be going. And then it's, with practice, a little bit easier not to fuck up the frets, okay? Because you understand, you can sort of see where the scale is, and you know if you tick the scale off, that's probably what the piece is doing. Lovely. Okay, so the other thing that we're really going on is a Travis-esque picking style. So Travis picking is basically usually guitar technique, and basically it sort of consists of an alternating thumb with some pinching and with a bit of fingerstyle in between it. All of those, it has like this constant sort of bouncing, pushing pull. That's Travis picking, and we have a little bit of that going on in this piece. Let's have a look at just the right hand now. So I use lots of hammer-ons, pull-offs and slides in this piece to basically add additional notes. But if we subtract all of that and just focus on the right hand basic technique in the first couple of bars, I'll show you what's going on. So if we put together a nice F add 9 chord, I mean, it's not an F add 9 in this, maybe it is. No, it's just an F chord here. So if it's basically what would look like an F add 9 chord in usual tuning. There's your F chord, which is an F chord then. So just your index finger, first fret, second string. So what I want us to do first of all is we're going to pinch 1 and 3. No, that's 2 and 4. We're going to pinch 2 and 4. Then we're going to pluck 3 and 2. So it's going 1 and so I'm pinching 2 and 4, 3, 2. Then next I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to pinch 4 and 1. And then I'm going to pluck 3 and 2 again. So I'm going pinch, 3, 2, pinch, 3, 2. So the first pinch was 4 and 2. And then 4 and 1. Now for me on the right hand, basically I'm using my thumb and index for 4 and 2, and then I'm using my thumb and middle for 4 and 1, but you can do whatever you like, whatever techniques you find comfortable. So let's just go over that quickly. So it's pinch, 3, 2, pinch, 3, 2. 2 and 4, 3, 2, 4 and 1, 3, 2. 1 and 2 and then I'm going to fill up the rest of the bar with a pinch on 2 and 4, then just 3, 2 and 4, 3, which is 3 and 4 and. So altogether we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Anytime we have this first riff that comes in the first couple of bars, that's what the right hand is doing. All the extra notes you're hearing are hammer-ons and pull-offs. Let's talk about those hammer-ons and pull-offs then. So, rather than just starting on the F add 9 chord with that pinch, and again it's an F chord in this key, I want you to basically have it as an open E there, and then hammer. So that'd be 1 E and 1 E and Then we're gonna pinch, hammer, and then you're gonna pluck, 3, 2. Pinch, hammer, 3, 2. Now, we actually need to get our ring finger on that second string before we pluck it. There. And I use your ring finger. The index finger doesn't have to move for the moment. Pluck, hammer, pluck, and then pluck the second string, 3rd fret. So if I do that very slowly for you, we go 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and Now that ring finger is actually going to use sort of as a pivot for us to move our index finger, because next we're going over to that first string and we're going to pinch 4 and 1, just like we talked about, but we're going to pull off. And now my index is on that first string, and we're going to pull off. So that's 2 E, 2 E, 2 E, and we're going to use both of those notes as open as 3rd and 2nd string, and So that's 2 E and pinch 4 and 1, pull off from the first, and then pluck 3 and 2. So if we put those two riffs slowly together, I recommend practicing them nice and slowly on their own first, but very slowly. And again. So a little bit nicer then, we go back to our F chord and we pinch 2 and 4, 3, 2 and 4, 3, which is 3 and 4 and. So if I count all that rhythmically for you, we go 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. Remember to put that index finger just back there. Okay. Right, so we get that riff twice in a row. and then same again. And then we always have a variation here, okay? So I've already tested you on your hammer-ons and pull-offs, so this time it's slides. Now, the right-hand position for this, actually, we don't really use the index finger for any pinching. We only pinch 4 and 1. So we're going to start on what looks like a C chord here with your ring finger, and you're going to pinch 4 and 1, and then you're going to slide up to 5 with your ring finger. Now, it's important with a slide that we keep both of these as 16th notes. So we go 1 E, 1 E, 1 E, and then we're going to pluck 3 2 straight after that. 1 E and A, 1 E and A. We're then going to do the same. We're going to pinch from 5, sliding up to 7, and then we're just going to move up to the 8th fret, pinch 3, pinch 3. So that's 4 and 1, 3. 4 and 1, 3. So slowly, that bar, 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. One more time. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. Cool. Okay. All I'm doing there is just going literally up the F major scale. Nothing crazy, nothing, but just finding my way up there. Okay, the second time we go back to basically this riff again, but rather than go up to the 8th fret, we're going to go open. And that's the only difference. So first of all, we 3 5, 5 7, 8, then back to 3 5, then 5 7, open. And those are those 2 bars. So we have our intro riff, as I call it, twice, and then slides on 8, back to 3, open. Right, then it's always basically sort of a repeat of this. You'll always go back to 2 of those riffs, always. But this time our slides go from 3 5, and then we're going to use our index to slide from 1 and 3. So on that slidey we have 3 to 5, 1 to 3, open, open, and then the same again. Go with your ring finger, 3 5, 1 3. Open, open. So that is again our 2 little intro riffs. And then 3 5, 1 3, open. And then same again, 3 5, 1 3, open. Right, we then go back to 2 more of our intro riffs. Then we're going to go 3 5, 5 7, 8, just like we did before. And then the final thing that we're going to do is we're going to slide 8 to 10, 10 to 12, and then just a single pinch on 4 and 1, and that's where we finish the piece. So that last little slide section, we go 3 5, 5 7, 8, 8, and then 8 10, 10 12. Finish on open, like that. And that's it. Now, there's a lot going on in this piece, okay? That's maybe why it feels like I've taken a bit longer to explain it today, so I hope it hasn't been too boring for you. But yes, there's a lot going on the right hand and a lot going on in the left hand. Low G, high G, doesn't matter. Please just take it nice and slow and you'll absolutely smash it. Cool. If you've enjoyed this lesson and it's been nice and helpful to you, then please consider liking and subscribing. I do this literally every single Thursday, and so I will continue to do so. Love you. Goodbye.